we? Hi, my name's Donna, and I am your platform hostess this morning. And let's see. Welcome again to Unity of Payson. We're glad you're with us this morning. We want to recognize anyone who's new. And let's see, do I see anybody new online? Nope, I don't see anybody new online. And I don't see anybody new in person. So it's a bunch of old folks today, huh? Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. I'm assuming everybody here is signed up for a Monday e-newsletter. And if you're not, please give us your email. And we will put you on our emailing list. All right. So let's say our welcoming prayer. So we need that up on the screen. Oh, it is on the screen. It's not on my screen. Why is that?
It's not on Zoom unless you want it. Okay, here we go. Okay.
I don't have that on here. Okay. So let's say it together. We love you. We appreciate you. We welcome you. And we bless the Christ you are. All right. Good thing it's here, huh? Gratitudes. We're grateful for those who support Unity of Payson with your time, talent, and treasure. This is my first time playing the drums on the piano, so it was a little difficult. And then I'm looking out and watching all of you looking up at me because you were all looking over there, so I started to get a little self-conscious. But I'll get better at it. All right. We are grateful for all the events we continue to be part of and the technology that allows us to meet in this hybrid fashion. If you have a gratitude to share today, would you please raise your hand, and Betty will bring you the orange mic for you to speak into so people on Zoom can hear you as well as people in the room. And then if you are online and you have a gratitude, if you could raise your virtual hand and I will call on you. All right.
No, Kate has to call on you, on there.
Well, put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, you get.
No verbal interaction at all.
All right, so we're grateful for this technology, which has changed today. And so you put your gratitude in the chat, and I read it. How's that? Do I see the chat?
No.
I don't see the chat. Kay reads it. Kay will read it. And can we hear her read it?
No, it goes to Earl.
Earl will read it. Earl will read it. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to catch up here. Okay, so let's start here. Anybody have a gratitude here in person?
I'm going to start off because
You were on.
Am I on back there?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's a little closer, though.
I'm got it on my lips and not on.
We can hear you.
You can hear me? Oh, okay. Anyway, yesterday I was down in the valley. Oh, there it is. I can hear it now. My granddaughter had a baby shower, and so I'm going to be a great-grandma. I'm deciding what to call myself because the other grandma is Nana. My daughter's going to be Lulu, so I'm thinking about Gigi for great-grandma. So anyway, I am so grateful to have a big, fun family and that she's finally having a baby. Yay!
Congratulations, Betty. Gigi.
I'm grateful that my son did well with his clavicle surgery. He's feeling much better, but they say he's got 3 months to recuperate, but he's put in his retirement request for September. So ideally, he's not going to be working anymore. But I'm also grateful that Cal came through his surgery with little stress.
I hope I don't cry. I am so grateful for unity. I went through a big challenge a little over a year ago, and I was distracted in my life because of this challenge, and I can't tell you how much it has warmed my heart, warmed my soul, warmed my mind, brought back so many spiritual truths. I'm just so grateful to all of you and everything you go through to be here for us. I thank you. I thank you.
Thank you for being here with us. We are grateful for you.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
I'm actually grateful for two things today. I was able to go to the DEM office yesterday and hear a talk from by a lady from Ukraine, and it was a wonderful, wonderful presentation, and just puts you in touch with how much need to be grateful. We have so much to be grateful for, and that she was able to share with us what they went through. I was really impressed and very happy to be there. I'm also really grateful that June came on the Space Blessing, and we got to see her one time. And I know she's really, really happy to be where she is, and we'll miss her, but I'm glad she's there.
So, can I take off on that a little bit? I'll just do this mic. We're gonna. Oh, what mic do you want me to be on?
Okay. No, you're fine.
Okay.
I want that mic to say who's the blessings on top.
Okay, we're gonna get all these mics figured out. I am so grateful for the life and the inspiration of June. She's a long time. How long? Anybody know how long June has been a member of this community?
Since the inception, yeah. I've been a member of the Center for Spiritual Awareness since 1993, and she was there when I came.
Wow, she's been around this community 1993. And she was only 96 when she passed. But she was a great inspiration. When I went, she talked about how ready she was to transition, that she was looking forward to a great adventure. And I would like us to take just a minute to be quiet in memory of June Rush, one of our beloved memories now in a new adventure. And so it is.
And so we had 3 more people who had gratitudes, and that was, you guys can hear? Okay, so first it was Ed. He says, I'm grateful. I got all the way to Oregon to see my granddaughter and family last week. And then Kay, grateful for the new tiny kitten I rescued on Wednesday, and that I already found a home for this 7-year-old baby. And Reverend Julianne says, grateful for the excellent sound. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Earl. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, everybody online. Thank you, everybody in person, for your patience and dedication to making this work so we can be one community. Community. With unity at the last part of that word. Okay. I'm going to talk about prayer and meditation now. And I'm noticing I need to look up toward the camera, but I'm reading, and so I'm looking down, so I apologize for that, for those of you watching me on the camera. Unity is grounded in meditation and affirmative prayer, and we have prayer chaplains to support you. And we'll raise our hands if we're a prayer chaplain. Betty is here today, and I'm also a prayer chaplain. We're not wearing our stoles, but you can believe us when we raise our hand.
No, we're fibbing.
Those lion prayer chaplains. All right. And so if you have a prayer request and you would like prayer support today and you're here in person, you can tap one of us on the shoulder after service, and we'll meet with you in prayer, and we'll meet with you over here in a quiet place. And if you're online and you have a prayer request, please send your request to the address on that screen there. I would really like to be able to see what they see when I'm on platform, so maybe we can work on that for next time. I won't be on platform again till the 1st of the month, so you'll have some time. All right. Our chaplains are available to pray with you, and we pray with you for 30 days, and then we forward your request to Silent Unity for another 30 days of 24/7 prayer vigil. All prayer requests are held sacred and confidential. If you'd like to put your prayer request in the prayer box on the back table, you can do that also if you're in person. And if you'd like to be contacted by a chaplain, please leave your contact information with your request. And we use first names only for those we pray with. First names only. So that's how they do it at Unity Worldwide, and that's how we do it too. All right. Unity of Payson's theme for July is the power of imagination, as Reverend Neal told us. Let's say our affirmation together. As I loosen my limiting beliefs and see through the lens of possibility, I create my life anew through inspired imagination. Today's speaker is Reverend Neal, and the title of his talk is Seeing Beyond Sight. And let's see, we are going to prepare for meditation now as we listen to our meditation song, I Will Make a Quiet Place by Michael Gott.
I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. I will make a quiet place within my mind, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still and know I will make a quiet place within my life, and I will wait upon the Lord, place within my heart, and I will wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. I will make a quiet place within my mind, and I will wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still. Still and know I will make a quiet place within my life, and I will wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. I will make a quiet place. I will make a quiet place.
You've probably already found that quiet place. Dwell there with me for a few moments. Let all other thoughts drift by. And so in that quiet place, imagine your heart wide open, almost as though you can open it with a physical move. But it's not physical. It's very much an action of spirit. And open your mind. Open your mind to belief in the truth. The truth that is communicated to you through the divine within you. And then put to use that beautiful gift of imagination. What is it that your heart desires? What is it that you just know is the true you and you are not at this moment experiencing it? Once you've honed in on that, feel yourself in the state of what you desire. Let the current situation, circumstances drift by. And give your mind, hold in your mind that state that you desire. That state that is truly you. Take the silence in these next moments to identify your desire and to feel that it is you and that it is fulfilled in your life in the quiet. you have begun to create a new thing in your life. Bring your attention now back to this time, this space where you are. With great gratitude that you are created as a creator and have the gifts that allow you to express that in the world. Open your eyes if you've had them closed. Become aware of the here and now. And so it is. Seeing Beyond Sight. That's an odd title. I'm not very good with titles. I know kind of what I want to say, but I'm not so good with titles. So I often bounce that off to Donna, and we shoot it back and forth. I think that's what happened with this one, Seeing Beyond Sight. But the more I've thought about it, the more I really like it. That's what we'll talk about today. I've recently been reading literature by Neville Goddard. And there's a beautiful illustration about imagination in one of his books. It goes like this. Goddard was someone who explored the idea of the conscious mind and the subconscious mind working together to create that which we desire. He was a New Thought minister and popular speaker, but he also counseled with people. And people would come to him with their particular desire, and they would speak with him and sometimes act on his counsel. So it was one day when a grandmother came to see him for an interview. A 9-year-old grandson tagged along. And as they began the interview, the grandson dropped to the floor with a truck he had, and he was just playing with that truck, seemingly oblivious to all that was happening. The grandmother spoke about a need for wholeness and how she wanted to be able to express that in her life, to create that for herself. And Neville gave her a poignant idea. He said this: when you're about to go to sleep, just as you're getting drowsy and about to drift into sleep, take that you desire for wholeness and imagine yourself being that wholeness. Imagine it so vividly that after a period of time it may become more real than the reality of your disease. Pretty startling thing, although in Unity we have a heritage of knowing that that wholeness is our natural state. When the grandmother was ready to leave, the little boy hopped up and said, "Now I know how to get what I want." They didn't think he'd been listening. And he was asked, "Well, what do you want?" "I want a puppy," he said. And the grandmother says, "Oh no, we've had this discussion over and over again. Your father does not like dogs. It's not right for you to have a dog." But he persisted. "I want to have a puppy." A few weeks later, the grandmother came back to see Neville with this wonderful story. The boy did exactly as suggested. Every night before he'd go to bed, he'd lie on his bed and imagine that puppy lying beside him, stroking his fur, feeling the warmth, even hearing the snores of that little puppy. again and again and again, night after night. It so happened that the school system in that particular city had a contest that they sponsored. It was for Be Kind to Animals Week. The contest was to write an essay about a pet that they wanted or a pet that they had. Well, this young man wrote diligently and turned in his essay. And of all the submissions, his was the winner. And so the reporters came out and the photographers, and it was big news in the local newspaper. There he was, the winner of the competition, and the prize? A puppy. His parents relented. After that display of faith in a young child, and that ability to create, that ability to use the power of imagination to create what he wanted, might be a little more difficult for us who have a few more years than that young boy. But it was possible for him, and it is possible for us. It will take some dedication, some discipline, and some work. But let's talk about it. Imagination and the power of imagination go back a long way in Unity. Unity's co-founder, Charles Fillmore, wrote a book, The 12 Powers. And of course, that power of imagination was there. If you want to see the 12 powers, they're on the mantle above the fireplace there. You can see them exhibited there. But he said this at the very beginning of that book. Every form, every shape originates in imagination. It is through the imagination that the formless takes form. Pretty clear. Anything that comes into form that we see in form comes from imagination someplace. The question, do we use that imagination? There are several descriptors that talk about imagination. They talk about conceptualizing, giving form to an idea in your mind. Talk about imaging, forming a mental picture of something or an idea. Talk about envisioning, to see something clearly before it exists, and to have a deeply held desire or vision for the future. That's where the word, or the title, Seeing Beyond Sight. Of course, the sight at the end there is the physical sight we have, the apparatus that we have that allow us to see and navigate in this physical world. But the seeing is something different, and the beyond is something that we're challenged to take seriously. Let me talk about that outer sight first. We're very familiar with that. We're wonderfully made. That's a scriptural truth. You are fearfully and, I think awesomely is the better word. You are awesomely and wonderfully made. And this is a magnificent body, but it's not the whole thing. We talk about being spiritual beings having a physical experience instead of the other way around, as physical beings sometimes having a spiritual experience. So that outer sight, and I'm going to call it outer sight, is something that's sense-oriented. You know, we know our world because of our five senses. And what we see is what becomes real to us. What we sense is what becomes real to us. And so we think of that our reality is dependent on the senses. However, different people see things differently. I remember an occasion, I probably have mentioned this before, in which I was in a small accident in India, and the crowd of onlookers and observers gathered oh so quickly, and I didn't know the language, but I knew that every one of them had a different idea of what that accident was all about. So it is with us. Some of us may have seen mirages, something that goes beyond a little bit what our natural sense of sight gives us, or illusions. I told you I was going to be putting myself in some of these things, and here I am. I said that the state of mind that I had was that I could not tell jokes. You remember that? Anybody remember that? Couldn't successfully, well, I'm going to try another one today. I started, and we're going to keep working on it. The joke goes like this. There was a person that was captivated by the idea of the perfect joke. I'm not quite there, but this person was. And so he went to comedy clubs throughout the nation. He went to Hollywood and talked to screenwriters and filmmakers looking for the perfect joke, and he did not find it. On one occasion, an old comedian leaned over to him and whispered something in his ear. It was a destination, a location. That location turned out to be a monastery in Nepal. And so the man prepared for the trip, went to Nepal, went up into the mountains at a small monastery and found an older monk sitting there serenely with, strangely enough, laugh lines in his wrinkled face. So the man bowed down in honor of this monk and said, "What is the perfect joke?" The monk responded, "I've heard a million jokes. And there is no perfect joke except one." "Oh, please do tell me what the perfect joke is." Monk smiled and said, "It's in the comments." I can tell some of you are used to social media, and some of you are not. Maybe no perfect joke, or maybe all are perfect jokes. So how much of what you see with outer eyes is reality, and how much is illusion, is not real? I asked that question yesterday in Saturday Soul Boost. Charlotte was there. And the answers came back to me like this. Oh, some were 50%, some 25%. One person even said, 5% of what I see is real. The rest is illusion. Course in Miracles tells us that how we usually see is illusory. Because there is a beyond what we see with the physical senses that awaits us if we would go there. So we'll talk about that beyond for a minute. Buddhism posits that we don't really see things as they truly are, because what we see causes suffering. Christian scriptures says this: greater things than you have seen, you will see. There's a beyond. In fact, the scripture goes like this: very truly I tell you, the words reported to be by Jesus, whoever believes what I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these. There is a beyond. We talk often about not seeing the big picture. I invite you to come to Saturday Soul Boost if you're available and can get online at 4 o'clock on Saturday. One of the things that I have fun with is selecting cartoons to go with the theme or the message that's to be presented on Sunday. And one of them was so very insightful. There was a couple driving in a car, and they were just about to go into a tunnel. The descriptor above the tunnel, turn on your tunnel vision. That was a better joke than the other one. Oh yes, we're gifted with tunnel vision. We see this narrow piece of truth. And there's so much beyond. Almost gets me excited. Well, it does get me excited. So then we come to the opposite of that outer seeing, the inner seeing. This we talk about sometimes as faith. Faith, again, one of those 12 powers, those abilities, the ability to know with confidence, to see with confidence. Hebrews 11, the very first verse in the Christian scriptures, says that it is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, something beyond sight. So what are inner eyes? We can't take a picture of them. We can't make a diagram of them, and we can't see them in physical terms because they are beyond that. As we are beyond that, and we begin as we grow spiritually to know that we're much more than what we think we are as an ego person in this world. There is so much more to us. So the inner eyes are almost indescribable. I like to call them the eyes of the heart. A heart is the core of us. That heart is where our true desires reside. There is where the inner eyes are found. Not discerned by what we think or what we read or what somebody else said, but by that divine within us, which we experience sometimes as imagination. Sometimes it just comes to us. But how do we see? How do I see? Let me just put it down to me. How do I see with inner eyes? First thing, and we've covered this territory, let go of the idea that what you see with your physical eyes, your outer eyes, is all there is. If you're not going to be open to something beyond, you're not going to find it. The inner eyes discern heart's desire. When did you last sit down and say, what do I truly want? What is my heart's desire? Not my, I wish for this, I want that. You know, this thing or that thing, or this experience or that. Not that flippant desire, but that true desire of heart. I suspect that when you find that true desire of your heart, you'll find a greater sense of what your purpose is. We'll talk about that next week. Then, if you experience using the power of imagination, take that heart's desire, that state, that picture that you have of that, and feel it. You may need to make a little movie about it. But feel it, feel it, feel it, and feel it so deeply, and like that little boy, over and over again. Hold that thought and that feeling within yourself. Becomes clearer than your current circumstance, or being without that your heart's desires. It goes beyond even the pain that's telling you something different than what your heart desire is. Back again to the boy and the puppy. What did he do? Didn't matter to him that he couldn't see that puppy with his eyes, his physical eyes. He knew how he could get what he wanted. He could just imagine that over and over again so clearly that it was almost like he had that puppy there before it arrived. So I leave you with this. Outer eyes are not all there is. Does that resonate with you? There is a beyond. Greater things are there waiting in store for you. They're already there. We just haven't accessed them. Greater things. And the truth that imagination brings us, imagining allows us to bring it into being. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Neal. I really enjoyed the meditation. I was able to access that truth beyond what I'm currently seeing, smelling, hearing, etc. So, Unity of Payson is a source of spiritual nourishment and inspiration. And in this community, let us receive gratefully and give generously. We appreciate your gifts in support of this ministry. And these gifts also go out to the larger community. We will be passing a pouch, a velvet pouch, for our collection here in person. And if you're online, please go to unityofpayson.org. Scroll down till you see the big green Donate tab and click on it. And there's many ways to donate, including Venmo and PayPal or debit card and credit card, etc. Or you can mail a check. We just received a mailed donation, and it's very surprising sometimes where the money comes from. It's just, wow, look at that. So I'm grateful for that. Oh.
That's the new neighbors playing their music.
Okay, so our giving affirmation is on the screen here. Will you please say it together with me now? Freely we give, and freely we receive. And we thank you for your support. And we have special music for our giving time, and that is Love My Life, Robbie Williams.
Tell your soul to me, I will never let go completely. One day our hands will be strong enough to hold me. I might not be there for all your battles, but you'll win them eventually. I pray that I'm giving you all that matters. So one day you'll say to me, I love my life. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am free. I love my life. I am wonderful. I am magical. I am me. I love my I am not my mistakes, and God knows I've made a few. I started to question the angels, and the answer they gave was you. I cannot promise there won't be sadness. I wish I could take it from you, but you'll find the courage to face the madness and sing it because it's true. I love my life. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am free. I love my life. I am wonderful. I am magical. I am me. I love my life. Find me others with hearts like yours. Run far, run free. I'm with you. I love my life. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am free. I love my life. I am wonderful. I am magical. I am me. I love my life. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am free. I love my life. I am wonderful. I am magical. I am me. I love my life. And finally, I'm where I wanna be.
Beautiful. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Let us bless this offering.
So for these gifts, we are grateful. We are so gifted, we have been given so much. And this we give back to complete the circle of giving and receiving. For so it is, and we are grateful. Amen.
So we will continue
Thanks,
with
Nick.
Unity of Payson's theme for July, the power of imagination. The affirmation again, as I loosen my limiting beliefs and see through the lens of possibility, I create my life anew through inspired imagination. And our speaker next week is Rev Neal, and Purpose to Progress, from Purpose to Progress. Okay, I'll share a few announcements with you, and please go to unityofpayson.org or open the Monday e-newsletter for all the details. We have A Course in Miracles Tuesday, July 21st from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Online on Zoom. Just go to unityofpayson.org and click on the blue Zoom button. We have a green donate button and a blue Zoom button. Those are the colors that are important. All right. Morning cafe on Saturdays at 9:30. Very inspiring way to start your day. If I say so myself, I facilitate it. So I welcome you to join. If you have not done so, just join us. It's just a half an hour on Saturday mornings. And Saturday Soul Boost, the first 3 Saturdays of the month usually, are when Neal speaks on the first 3 Sundays typically. But last Sunday we were out of state, so Saturday Soul Boost will be 1, 3, and 4 Saturdays this month. I hope that made sense. We were gone the second Sunday, so. We could use some volunteers for the Little Lights Toddler Care Ministry. I believe there's a sign-up sheet. There was a sign-up sheet on the back table. And any events at Interfaith Community, please go to interfaith-community.org to join, and they do events online. And we have, before our PS, I just want to say something about our library. I'm going to recommend a few books based on our theme of imagination that we have in our library. Discover the Power Within You by Eric Butterworth. Lessons in Truth by Emily Cady. And The 12 Powers by Charles Fillmore. And the books are organized by last name of author. So that would be Butterworth, Cady, and Fillmore. Ah, okay. So there's a Buck Full Moon meditation on Zoom Wednesday, July 29th at 6:30 p.m. with Interfaith Community. And you need to go to that website to be with them. All right. P.S. from Neal.
Thank you for being here with me. This material that I didn't go back in my files and pull things that I knew and presented 2 years ago. I'm working through this myself. And I hope you'll do that with me. You can say something, Betty. Of course you can.
I just want to acknowledge the AV team.
All right. Acknowledging the AV team, we are committed to that, and the board is committed to that as well, in supporting us to really be able to do what we want to do. So would you stand with me if you're here in person as we close our service? Of course, we sing our prayer for protection, and if we can have enough volume to make sure we can hear it well here, and then the peace song. If you want to circle up, well, why don't we do that? Come on, come on. We'll find some place to circle up. That's good. Let's go.
I am the
Light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God, wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God, you are the love of God, you are the power of God, you are the presence of God, wherever you are, God is. We are the light of God. We are the love of God. We are the power of God. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And now the peace song. And yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me, and this is the moment now. With every step I take, this is my joyous vow. I take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget coffee and cookies and socializing on the other side.